JL Rock, women of Action Figure channel, and we need your help. We need the likes, we need the subs, you need to hit that notification button because I mean we have a lot of videos coming up. So without further ado, let's check them out. Today we're looking at the Loyal Subjects April O'Neil from the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And what really attracted me to this figure was the fact that it looked a lot like the April O'Neil that I grew up with. I don't mind when someone, tries out like a new style and stuff like that, but the fact is that I grew up with the Turtles from the 90s. So this is the April O'Neil that I'm used to, even though this one is like, it's Nickelodeon and all that, but it looks the most like the original April O'Neil, and I just like that it even comes with like another head and stuff like that. So this is definitely gonna be part of my Women of Action figure line, and I just think that this is sweet. As you can see, it gives you a little blurb. It says April O'Neil is a quick-witted television news reporter for Channel 6 News. She is the Turtles' most loyal ally and is most often their link to the outside world. I like the fact that they kind of modified her character even early on, because they didn't just do like damsel in distress. Like, yeah, sometimes she got caught and things like that, but she could hold her own and actually helped out the Turtles as much and grew throughout the series. And I think that that's good for the whole character development, that they're able to do that. So yeah, as a kid, that's not something that you really pick up on, but I really growing up and then reading or watching YouTube about the character, I thought it was really cool. 31 points of articulation, that's sweet. And then you see here all the stuff that it comes with. I love the fact that it comes with like the camera and the headset and all that stuff. That's really cool. But without further ado, let's open this up. And I am, like I said, I'm not, this channel, I am not the keep things in a box type. I want to play with them as soon as possible, and especially when they have cool accessories. I love the accessories. So let's take this out, put that back here. Alright, so I ended up spilling when I was opening it. Can you tell that I haven't had a Loyal Subjects figure before until now? So I had an issue when I opened up. I ended up spilling all the stuff on the ground, so I picked it all up. But so this is the character. So this is a 5-inch figure, so a little bit smaller than the 6-inch and bigger than your 3.75-inch figures. But I just think it looks cool. I know that sometimes people talk about how much articulation you have on a smaller figure, but I don't know, so far in my experience, I like the articulation even at that size. I can see if you went smaller than 5 inches that it might get a little bit crazy, but I really think that at this size, I think it's pretty cool, all the different things that you can do with it. Just overall, like I said, I really liked just the way this looked because it reminded me of the original April O'Neil character, and I was such a huge fan of the Turtles arcade game, and I remember playing the NES version that was completely different, and then they came out with the arcade version, especially on the Super Nintendo, so I thought that was really sweet. So she has, of course, her famous yellow jumpsuit. I like how there's some things on it, like, I guess is that like a keychain? I guess that's like a keychain. Yeah, it looks like a keychain. I like that she has a watch on, like you can see that she has a watch. Got the famous white boots, of course the red hair and all that. I love even like how like the zipper is shiny, the belt and all that is really nice. So let's talk articulation. So as you saw, it says that it has 31 points of articulation. So you can move the ankles up and down. You can see the joint there that you can move it around on both. And then with the knees, you got that double joint. So you can really do some yoga poses there, which I always love that. That's something that me, like I've only been collecting like really action figures like this for real probably like 6 months. So that double joint is new to me. I'm used to just the single joint, but I think that's really sweet because there's so many more things that you can do with it. So you can also like rotate right at the hip. You can't rotate around the ankles or at the knee, which is fine, but at the hip you can rotate a little bit. And then this is another one of the figures where the rotation comes more at the chest level than at the waist level. It looks like you could, but no, you can't. The waist does not turn. The hand itself, you get a slight turn of it, but then it's for like bending. Can't really move the fingers, but that's fine. Then at the elbows, you can bend that because you got the double all the way there. Not backwards, but all the way forward. But that's cool because it's like so many of the figures that you can't do that. You can't really get like that close, like oh my goodness. You're like, oh my. I like being able to do that. So of course you have like the movement, the chest, ab crunch, and then the head. It's a little stiff because it's new, obviously, but you can move it down a little bit up, and then with the arms, of course, you can rotate out and you can move the arm and the shoulder all the way back like that. So I have to say that's pretty sweet. I think that it looks cool. I think that it's really representative of the April O'Neil that I like. Let's test out some of these hands. But first, let's actually just go through each of these specific ones itself. So we have like the grabbing hand, like to hold the microphone. So there's two of those. Then you have the trigger hand. Here's the other one for the microphone. And then you have another like open hand. So that's really cool. And then as far as accessories, you have little channel 6 microphone, which I think is just sweet. And then you have, I don't remember having a gun, but I guess in the 90s cartoon, I mean, they were tripping over Michelangelo's nunchucks when a kid got hit with it. So I can understand. I don't remember seeing her with a gun, but you have a little, I guess 9mm, right? And then you have the camcorder. And like I said, I'm the kind of person that I love the accessories because I like to pick up like older out of the box toys. So to have a bunch of accessories that I can play around with is really sweet. And then we have the head, which is, I mean, this is just scary holding it like this because it literally looks like I just chopped her head off and she's like in shock, like, oh my god, you just cut my head off. But that's really cool. So let's put her in a couple of different looks with these accessories. Alright, so here's the first one with her surprised, shocked face. And let me just say that it is not easy to take that head off. I mean, I had to put a pull in there to get that. And I'm actually going to show you, since I didn't do too much. All I did was switch the head off. But basically, it's kind of like I've learned that a twist and pull is the best. Ugh. And then there you go. And you really have to push it down because otherwise it's going to be way too much there. And same thing with the hands. The hands are a little bit easier. Those are like kind of like a twist and pull. And yeah, now you got some freakiness right there. you got a little freakiness there, right? No, one hand and then holding your own head, right? So this is an example of why I like those double joints, because see here with her camera and the microphone, she's able to hold it much closer to your face. If a lot of times with other figures with just one elbow joint, it's hard to get the hand close enough to the face or the body to be able to do something like this, like looking through the camcorder. So I think it's really sweet to have that double joint so that you're able to do, you know, much better poses with that. And it's like I am no pose master in any stretch of the imagination, but I'm slowly learning how to put some poses. But I really just like that because you're able to take advantage of like this, having the microphone stretched out while still holding the camera close to her face so that she can look through the viewfinder. Very cool. I don't know why, maybe it's my own sixth sense of humor, but I just like the idea of the frightened interview by gunpoint look that you can do with her character. I think it's sweet. You can already see I'm already having fun with this, so I'm going to definitely be taking pictures of her for my Instagram page, % Off Collector. Go check that out there as well. But overall, this was a really nice figure. I got it when it was on sale for $17. I think on Amazon right now it's showing about $21, $22. I still think it's a really good figure. I like the articulation. I love the look. That classic style, it really suits what I'm looking for. The accessories and all that is also as sweet. So I definitely give this my seal of approval. And just by the way, it even says that in the description that this is like the 1987 version, and that, you know, she has her matching white boots and watch. So, you know, that's what I was looking for as far as this. You know, you might like the other versions that they've come out with, you know, the other versions of the Turtles that came out, but for me it's those classic late 80s, early 90s Turtles that I fell in love with. So this figure catches that nostalgia for me, so I really like it a lot. Thanks so much for watching, and we really need your help to grow this channel. We want to spread these awesome women of action figures all around YouTube, and you know how the algorithm is. So you gotta do the things that everybody asks for, but we really need it, and we need to have those subs, we need to have those likes, and hit that notification button, because that's the only thing that lets YouTube know that this content is worth it. But I do either way appreciate you for watching, and also those comments are good too. And what I want to ask is that if you know of a woman action figure, a female action figure that I should be looking at, whether I can find it cheap or otherwise, cheaper the better, because I'm still a % Off collector. Let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to add that to the collection and add another video. But until next time, thanks a lot.